Hello everyone, I am Ami Soni presenting USA Housing Market Analysis Time Series presentations from the class data 6 to 5 by UMGC University. I have selected housing market analysis dataset and this provide housing prices affected by various economic factors from 2015 to 2024, and it's motivated me because in future we need to buy a house in the USA, and that's why I am focusing on the USA country, and I want to understand that why housing prices are increasing and affordability become low in the USA. Let's focus on a figure 1 which represent a USA housing market price over the past 10 years, and it shows that in 2016 and 2020 housing prices was significantly high and going down in 2021 and 2023, and again increasing in 2024 due to some economic factors. And I used the linear trend lines which shows upward pricing trends over the years, and a table you forecast housing prices will remain the same for the next 5 years. This figure to represent the reverse correlation between the mortgage rate and USA housing price over the years. In 2023, the mortgage rates was high by 5% and housing prices are declining. So the buyers cannot think to buy a house due to some financial crisis. I used linear trend lines which shows downward trends for both over the past few years, and the table you forecast that both will remain steady for the next 5 years. Figure 3 represents the strong relationship between inflation rate and housing prices over the years. And in the year 2021, housing prices were high while inflation rates went down. But after that years, the inflation rates rapidly increased by 6% and housing prices declined. In so the buyers can decide to buy a home, and I use exponential trade lines because inflation rates are increasing highly, which shows upward trends in inflation and downward trends in the housing prices. But the table U is forecasting that both will remain steady for the next 5 years. Figure 4 represent the comparison between housing price and affordability ratio because rise in housing price decrease the affordability ratio in the USA. We see here in 2023 affordability ratio increased due to prices are decreased, and in the year 2024 it has reversed situation, so people cannot afford to buy a house, which affect the overall housing market. Figure 5 represents the inverse relationship between high construction cost and the lower housing price. In the year 2023, construction index increased while the housing prices decreased. But in 2024, construction index going down, which encourage people more to buy a house. So this dashboard analyzes that the mortgage rate affects the monthly payment while inflation rates affect the income, which reduce the affordability of buying the house with a high price. And based on these factors, we need to improve affordability. For that, we create a more stable housing market by reducing the price, which will help the overall economic growth. And housing analyst to understand the housing market and make better decisions for buying a house in the future. I have used the housing market analysis dataset from the Kaggle website and also referred the Milligan book. Thank you for taking up your time.